Hello, I'm Auli Gia. I'm your teacher on this course on creating insight into customers and end users. This is lesson 11. We're continuing the previous session subject, this time more concentrating on consumer needs. Here are the learning objectives for this session: to learn about several systems of needs developed by researchers and to understand how human motives are studied and measured. There are different motives, philosophies concerning the arousal of motives. There's the behaviorist school and the cognitive school. Behavior is a response to stimulus. Conscious thoughts are to be ignored, and this behavior school presumes that consumers do not act but react. On the other hand, there's this cognitive school. Behavior is directed at goal achievement. Needs and past experience are reasoned, categorized, and transformed into attitudes and beliefs. So these two opposing philosophies that deal with the arousal of human motives. The behaviorists see motivation as a mechanical process that results from a stimulus. Something prompts the behavior and people behave or react. On the other hand, the cognitive school believes that all behavior is directed toward a fulfilling of goals. Consumers think through their motives. Researchers are interested in developing a complete list of human needs. Although basic biological needs are easily understood and agreed upon, it is the psychological and psychosocial needs that differ from researcher to researcher. Murray and Maslow have been both developing lists of needs. We already saw in a previous lesson Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow orders the needs within a hierarchy from lower level to higher level needs. Somewhat related to Maslow's theory is the belief in a trio of basic needs, including power, affiliation, and achievement. Consider the needs outlined on the following slides to better understand which need a certain product would meet for a consumer in southern Finland. This and the next slide provide a list of Murray's psychogenic needs. American psychologist Henry Murray, who was born in 1893 and died in 1988, developed a theory of personality that was organized in terms of motives, presses, and needs. Murray describes a needs as a potentiality or readiness to respond in a certain way under certain given circumstances. A need is a potentiality or readiness to respond in a certain way under certain given circumstances. That is Murray's description or definition of needs. There are 6 groups of needs, actually 5 groups of needs, but in these slides they would be divided into 6 groups. First of all, the ambition needs: achievement, exhibition, recognition. By achievement is meant success, accomplishment, and overcoming obstacles. Exhibition is shocking or thrilling other people. Recognition, displaying achievements and gaining social status. The materialistic needs: acquisition, construction, order, retention. Acquisition means obtaining things. Construction, creating things. Order, making things neat and organized. Retention, keeping things. Then come the power needs, and in these slides they're divided into two. First of all are the power needs: autonomy, blame avoidance, deference, and dominance. By autonomy is meant independence and resistance. Blame avoidance, following the rules and avoiding blame. Deference, obeying and cooperating with others. Dominance, controlling others. And the list continues. The power needs are in this case divided. A part of them are put on the group of sadomasochist needs, which are considered to be aggression and abasement. Aggression meaning attacking or ridiculing others, and abasement, confession and apologizing. Affection needs: affiliation, rejection, nurturance, succurrence, and play. Affiliation, spending time with other people. Rejection, rejecting other people. Nurturance, taking care of another person. Succurrence, being helped or protected by others. Play, having fun with others. And then comes finally the information needs: cognizance and exposition. By cognizance is meant seeking knowledge and asking questions. Exposition, education others. Theories of personality based upon needs and motives suggest that our personalities are a reflection of behaviors controlled by needs. While some needs are temporary and changing, other needs are more deeply seated in our nature. According to Murray, these psychogenic needs function mostly on the unconscious level, but play a major role in our personality. To summarize, Henry Murray believed that everyone has the same basic set of needs, but the individuals differ in their priority of those needs. His needs include many motives that are important when studying consumer behavior, including acquisition, achievement, recognition, and exhibition. In a previous lecture, we already handled Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It presents 5 basic levels, as you remember, of human needs, which rank in order of importance from lower level needs to higher level needs. The theory says that the consumers will fill lower level needs before the higher level needs. They will eat before they will enroll in a master or bachelor program. To which of Maslow's needs does this ad appeal? Both physiological and social needs. To which of Maslow's needs does this ad appeal? Egoistic needs. And what about this? This appeals to self-actualization. Here are some questions to be discussed on the course blog. What are the 3 types of products related to more than one level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs? For each type of product, consider 2 brands. How do marketers attempt to differentiate their product from the competitor's product? Discuss these questions on the course blog and remember to document them in your learning diary. To answer this question, think of products that provide safety and shelter, but may also vary in price. For the second part of the question, you might want to consider companies that market coats and jackets. Some will emphasize different needs than the coat will meet, and these unmet needs will exist in several layers of the hierarchy. Some psychologists believe that this trio of needs exists for more consumers than marketers can find a tie to motivation. Power refers to the individual desire to control other people and objects. It is tied to a type of ego needs. Affiliation is similar to Maslow's social needs and suggests that behavior is influenced by the desire for social ties. Finally, the need for achievement, like the other needs, will vary from individual to individual. Power, affiliation, achievement. To which of the trio of needs does this ad appeal? It appeals to the affiliation needs of young, environmentally concerned adults. And what about this one? Here is the response. Here's another example. An ad that appeals to power and achievement needs. Quite different from the previous one. Affiliation needs, power and achievement needs. Motives are very difficult to identify and measure. This is in part because they are hypothetical and not physical concepts that can be weighed and measured with a ruler. Because they are not tangible, marketers must use a variety of measurement techniques. Because consumers often cannot or will not express their motivation outright. Researchers use qualitative research to uncover consumer motives. Many of these qualitative research techniques are called projective techniques because the consumer must project their subconscious or hidden motives onto another stimulus. The following slide will summarize some projective techniques. The metaphor analysis, storytelling, and word associations and sentence completion. These are three commonly used projective techniques. It is believed that much of communication is nonverbal and that people do not think as much as in words as they do in images. Given this, they also use metaphors at the root of their thoughts and communication. The Zeltman metaphor elication technique, ZMET, is based on this use of metaphors. In these studies, respondents are asked to find pictures that describe their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about products, companies, and brands. The results are then combined to see if there are common themes or constructs that consumers mention in their results. To summarize, metaphor analysis uses pictures as a stimulus for the consumer to express their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs regarding a product or brand. Storytelling was successfully used by Kimberly-Clark when researching diapers with young mothers. And finally, word association and sentence completion have respondents filling in phrases and matching words quickly to get their genuine responses. You will find examples on storytelling in the materials folder. Motivational research is based on premise that consumers are not always aware of their motivations. Motivational research aims at identifying underlying feelings, attitudes, and emotions. Much of the research done in consumer behavior is based on motivational research. The understanding of consumers' motives can help marketers make better products, communicate more clearly, and deliver benefits to the consumer. This was the end of this session on motivation and needs. Thank you for your interest.